Hey guys, it's Pam. Welcome back to Dragon Age Inquisition. As you can see, we're right where we left off. I needed to go and create the Mercy's Crest, so that's done. And pro tip, once you create it, you should actually put it on. That's generally a good idea if you want to show that you're trying to do this challenge thing. So we'll switch out for that. It's actually a fairly quick run straight back to the little hideout area where the Blades stay. We'll knock them out. We're going to ignore those guys for right now if we can. It's one thing I do appreciate about this game, and BioWare has done something similar with Star Wars The Old Republic in that you don't have to fight all the fights. You can navigate around them if you're careful. It's not a kill all the things, or we're going to force you to go this way and you have to kill through this area to get to it because you need the XP, don't you? Like, not necessarily, especially with the Old Republic. I mean, Jesus, you level so fast, even when you're not, even when there's not any kind of special thing going on, you still level the shit out. My God, you get, I'm already so over-leveled for so many areas. Now, do you see that sign that said, "Beware of falling rocks"? Yeah, there's a reason that sign was there. That poor guy is no more. He has ceased to be. He is an ex-person. So there's where we were. And we can keep just going straight through here. We might run into a couple more Hessarians up here, depending on our timing. I usually hit a Mabari at least. But we can just... Ooh, Serpentine. Yep, there they are. So we'll just go... Rawr. One other thing that I greatly appreciate with these games is that both the good people and the enemies that you see are generally equally men and women. I mean, that was a woman that I just killed, not because I really wanted to, but because I had to. Also, what the hell? That's one of our scouts, but oh my God, they are totally grayed out. Like, I like the wear on the bottom of the shoe though. What? What has happened? I don't understand. I would have gone up there for no reason. There's a Mabari Hessarian hound that I have to kill again. Yeah. Have to pretend they're demon dogs. Which they kind of are. Oh. And there's a person over here. And another. Later on you get an upgrade to Whirlwind that lets you go for even longer. So I just picture him falling down, like, after spinning around for so long and getting completely dizzy. There's another book up here, and another person, sadly, who got crouched under these rocks. A supply list, a meticulous list of necessary supplies found in a bird watcher's journal. Well, he planned for a lot, but he didn't plan for falling rocks. You should have been more careful, sir. Oh, well, you know, it's hard to say. It's like, I'm sure he was being careful, but when you're birding, you know, you get distracted. I get distracted by everything, and I don't even watch birds, so it's easy to not pay attention. There's, I think up there, do I want to do this now? No, I want to go take care of the Hessarians. No, you know what? I am going to do this now because I'm not going to come back to it. I'm going to forget, because that is how my mind works. There's a little path up here. And this is one of those that at first looks like it's just going to be, you know, a path that goes nowhere aside from, you know, some elf root. But you can see that there's a cleft and it actually continues. Ow. Oh, I was hurt anyway. Ooh, it's raining. It's raining in real life. I just happened to look up and, yeah, it doesn't look like anything, but there's a little entrance tucked away in here. Oh, there's something. Another fucking spider. Well, fine. Come on out. There's two. God bless it. Wrong. That was what I was whining while I was doing next yesterday. Because 1/4 of the ziggurat is all arachnids. So it's just constant spiders, big spiders that are spiders everywhere, spider. I am such an arachnophobe. I mean, I'm insects in general, no thank you, but spiders, oh god. And I even loved Charlotte's Web when I was a kid, so it's not about, you know, I just, and they're fine, they're good, they help, they take care of things, they eat flies, whatever, not a fan. Where's the thing? Just here, right? I guess. This is it? I thought there was more down here. There used to be like a bed, and there was a shield. That's all I'm getting out of here, really. I'm disappointed. Or not a bed, a coffin. It was like a tomb. Anyway, yeah, spiders no happy, and so there's millions of arachnids in the spider quarter, and these guys repop in 2 seconds, which is unfair. I look so cool when I'm doing that. Slow motion. Oh. Anyway, the one nice thing about doing this raid from Lich King, so like 4 expansions or something ago, maybe that wasn't the one I was, no, this is the one I was, I'm gonna stop that, was that I'm now level 110, and I think the max level was level 80, and so I basically one-shotted everything. I think a few took 2 shots, and I had to reset 1 or 2 of the encounters because I didn't know what I was doing, although I figured it out quickly enough. But I also have multi-shot, so it's like, group of spiders coming at me, multi-shot, cut them down by half. Ow. Alright, we're good? We're good? Okay. Before I go in, I'm going to come around this side, because there is a logging stand, if I'm not mistaken. There's also some elf fruit over there. Logging stand? Logging stand? Yay! I'll need these for later on, for Skyhold as well. Logging stands, there's other things you can find, but you need those mostly. I mean, stone we can pretty much quarry from anywhere. And you can customize Skyhold a little bit. Not excessively, not as much as I would have liked, but you know, you can still kind of tailor it to your character. And now, these guys won't fight me. The other ones did, but
the others failed.
I won't. Alright. This guy.
So you would challenge the Blades of Hessarian?
Hell yeah.
You killed soldiers of the Inquisition. We cannot let this stand.
You want justice? Claim it.
Okay. This guy's not really easy, and the hounds are also quite tough. But it also feels sacrilegious to be fighting right in front of this statue or whatever it is. The painting and all that. I can't even... Oh, that was... I don't know where I am. I feel like I'm stuck. I just clicked out of the screen. Alright. I think we got him. I think we're just going to have him. My fighting style is chaos. I'm also learning that my guy is a little bit of a hothead, more so than I initially thought. He's definitely, you know, out of battle. He's kind of cool, and he'd rather have peace than fighting. But you know, show him a target, and he can run at it without really thinking ahead, like in this case.
this done.
Provided no one stabs you in the back on the way out.
Well, yeah, that certainly would be nice. Yeah, I was like totally trapped in here between these urns. And I love the painting. Oh, stop. And this snake that looks like it's winding its way around that up to apparently a statue of Maphareth up top. So this counts as an agent, which is great because the agents help speed up time on missions, all kinds of things. Which, you know, I've gotten a few already, but like I said, the thing that really cracks me up though is every single man in this encampment has the same face model. So
Your worship, the Blades of Hessarian are at your service. If you want eyes
don't call
on the
me
coast,
that.
here we are.
I've not heard of the Blades of Hessarian.
Our work is often misunderstood, but we serve Andraste and whoever proves worthy of wielding us.
You and your blades are loyal to the Inquisition?
We're loyal to you. I suppose that's the same thing, your worship.
So there's no ill will over what happened with your former boss?
The man was a bastard. You're not the first to stand up to him. You're just the first to win, and we're happy with that. Besides, I would rather swear my life to the Herald of Andraste.
I'm not the... Okay, whatever.
I should go.
You know where to find us.
There is nothing to report, so that's why I didn't bother with that. But yeah, all the guys here have the same face model, so I picture them as being all like sons of the same mother or cousins or something like that. Chapter 2 of Hard and High Town. We've also got some loot. We've got, this is about the conversion of Hessarian. Shocking staff. Shocking. Now, do I really want to go any further?
See? I told you.
All right.
I think what I'm going to do, that's the initiative for the blades. There's also a book over here where the other guy apparently was writing his instructions about, you know, being a shit. I don't know. Accessories. Let me go ahead and put the token back on him. Now I can sell that. I actually made the mistake, I think, of selling it once before I actually did the whole thing, so that wasn't good. Now this is going to take us back out to where the dragon was fighting the giant before, and so since they're gone, we can move on. I think I'm just going to try and go down the coast and get a little bit more explored. Like I said, we won't be able to do everything, but that's pretty much the case with most of the areas. Like, you have to do an operation to unlock a certain area. I need to level these guys up. Give Varric strafing shots. Pincushion. And it's kind of a nice way to stretch out the viability of an area, to keep you coming back to it and checking out other things that you can do. We're going to do rejuvenating barrier, yeah. You know, when you have more to do later on. Now see, these guys are just my buddies. I don't have to fight you. That makes me happy. I have so much to do already that to have more enemies to fight is just tiring. See, they're all over. We're going to go take care of a rift. Can't remember where the next camp is supposed to be. It's so quiet. I can hear my heart beating. Look at the water, though. Look at the waves. The glassy surface. Like the greenness. Oh, there we go. It's just so pretty. Reminds me of the cottage a little bit when the weather would be really bad. Oh, fuck you. with these bastards. Yeah, my feelings exactly. But even they aren't as bad as some of the ones like the despair demons that you run up against later. Like in trees and... Oh, there's one in Hinterland. Oh god, they're the worst. Because they just run away everywhere you go. And, you have to keep chasing after them. And they can really, really do some damage. Okay, we'll dispel one of those bigger ones there. Good. No demons coming out of you. Almost got clear. Fuckers. Anything else? We can close it in the field. Another life ward amulet. Those are handy. The only problem is you never know when they're used up. I want to see where I'm heading. I think I'm going to head up this way. I haven't been using the pinpoint system, but my god, it's like one of my favorite things about this game is it really helps you see where you're going. It gives you a direction on your map that you can head toward. But not only that, it actually physically appears, well, sort of like a beacon in the game itself so that you can aim for it. And it has helped me a lot with if things are in caves, you'll see the light coming up even outside the cave, or oh, it's on top of a hill and I didn't realize that. I have to kind of go a long way around to get here. The Storm Coast is very hilly, very wet, obviously. There's some, looks like some carving, I can't tell. There's a nuglet there. That's another way you can tell the dwarves have been here, because there's all the nugs. We're just going to follow this guy. Oh, Apostate's Landing, yeah. This is there's actually an interesting little quest up here. Along with one of the other Hessarians, I think. I didn't really realize at first. There's a house over here. And it took me several playthroughs to find out that if you come over here and try to get in, you can't because it's locked. But once you've tried it, this wandering mage. Oh, you can get in the front, but you can't get in the basement. That's what it is.
Let's not linger here too long.
Yeah, this is a scary place. But there's another thing about the Kuhn here, or Parvalin. We're gonna steal some stuff out of this guy's house. You know, just wander around like we do. The only downside of the really interesting rain effect is that everything apparently gets wet when it rains, inside and out. These houses have no waterproofing of any kind, so it's kind of miserable when it rains. Is what it's telling me. Okay, so I don't know if I'm going to bother with trying to find this guy, but I really do want to get to that camp. But we're going to come back here as well. I don't know how I missed that house like the first 12 times. But yeah. So Summerstone. I feel like... this is also a place like further down. Yeah, there's another of the Hessarians. There's Grey Warden stuff to look for. There's some specific things you have to get if you are a mage. Actually, I can't remember which of these specializations, but I mean, there's just a bunch of stuff. There's a landmark over there, so how I missed that house, I don't know. But if we come over this way, I think we can avoid just sliding down. And then we'll come back up around the back way. Oh, no. I don't want to do this. Shit. No, I really don't want to do that. Can I get back up again? Please tell me I can. Please tell me I can get back up again. Please. It would be nice if one of those guys would, like, help me. Give me a hand up. Shoot. This is really not the way I wanted to go. No, that's... Oh, no, this is okay. This one's alright. I'm still going to fall a bit, but it won't be as bad. I don't think I can get back up this way, though. But I know where I am now. Okay. Alright, alright. I'm getting down. Serpent stone. Yes, please. Yeah. Nice little grove here. Not too many other surprises in this area. Recruiting Bull is the main thing. Getting the Hessarians as an agent if you want to do that. However, I'm going to find...
Might be something here.
Yes, I know.
Better take a closer look.
I'm going to find a warden thing without Blackwall because I suck. This little area here. Solus is standing on the papers that I need. Thank you, buddy. Okay, come on, jeez. Okay, the Grey Warden's Journal, he is not here. Sounds like they're looking for somebody. We've searched thoroughly and we will now move on. There's a possibility of darkspawn.
The Wardens were here at some point.
This camp was abandoned some time ago.
Yeah. And they just apparently leave their journals around for anybody to find. So this is where I'm going. So I kind of feel bad about finding that without Blackwall, but it doesn't actually hurt you at all because he will still thank you for finding it. You can give it to him later on. So there's my marker.
We could make camp here.
Just what I was thinking, Cassandra.
Word for you.
No, thank you. I just want to do this. I was going to give somebody else something, but I can't think of what. I think I'm going to give Sarah the Jar of Bees, though. I don't know why I haven't already. And that takes Blood Lotus, and I have Blood Lotus, so... Alright, cool. Cool beanies. I'm going to come up here because there's an Ocularum, so we can get some more shard locations. Boy, I just really feel like this episode's taking forever. I don't know why.
Did I ever mention that I can't swim?
It's okay, Varric. I'm not going to make you try. They all have dialogue that triggers when you come near the coast. Dorian gets seasick. Sarah's never seen so much water. And there's one back down there. Because really what I'm waiting for is for the watchtower operation to be complete. So that I can go back and get the rest of the horses that Dennett will be providing us. And after that, I think I'm just going to go ahead and go on to Redcliffe. Where was that shard? Okay. So, what else can I do here? What else can I do here? Well, I can go get this shard. This place is a lot of really frustrating climbing. I guess I will go back to Apostate's Landing and, what's that sound? There are bears here, by the way. Not a nice thing, but yeah. Okay, got that one. There is also a chest hidden somewhere around here. You have to be very careful. Jeez, what is all this rumbling? Nice little greatsword there. Next camp will be up in that direction. But yeah, this is a fascinating, like, environment. Also, what the hell happened here? Look at the... Oh, you know what? I think this is where, when you do Blackwall's Romance Quest, he has you come here. This was, there was a Darkspawn battle here. And you can tell that a lot of people died, obviously, and the skeletons have just kind of been piled up carelessly. But the geography of the place is just fascinating because you have so many deep cuts in the rocks. It just looks so real. That's what I love. And then you see, like, the shards, or the the collapsed parts of dwarven statues, which is also very neat. We're going to come back around here. We came through here before. That's where the warden notes were. There's also some loot to be had. Nothing really interesting, obviously. Miniature throne. All of the valuables are completely worthless for anything but selling. So they're good for that, but they're also usually the first thing that I get rid of if my inventory is full. And I think my next perk, I'm going to start improving my bags. Oh, chill, will you? See, all of this masonry, this carved stuff that's fallen. That had to be deliberate. That kind of thing just doesn't get knocked down. Okay. Have to keep jumping over all these rocks. That's why I don't use the horse as much as I'd like to. But yeah, if I can just get a couple more little things done here, maybe get that landmark, pick up more summerstone. Looks like a volleyball or something. There's the other Grey Warden camp. Okay, yeah. Can't get at it. Okay, this is another, that's another Grey Warden journal, but there's also Grey Warden treaties here, which is the thing for Blackwall.
I think Blackwall
yeah.
would have liked to have been here.
There's
for
like
this.
5 places that have artifacts. And yeah, but you know, he'll forgive me, like I said. There's usually Mabari and an elfroot. A bear wandering around here. And if you come through here, this will take you right around and up to the landmark. And more stuff to jump over. So this big carved rock, the stone tree. So Galen made his way through the wood until he saw the light of the quarter moon shining on the rock. Elise emerged from the pines, and they shared a quick embrace before making their way to the waiting ship. It said that lovers who kiss the stone tree will be blessed with a long and happy marriage. Those fond of the superstition tend to ignore renditions of the tale in which Galen and Elise drown at sea. There's the astrarium. I guess my timing's good. I didn't run into anything nasty along the way. This one is a bit of a pain. And also, you know, you need more of the screen than you actually have. But this one definitely requires you to start at one of these connecting points so that you can get, you know, across and back, and down and back. And then this one, let's see, how will I do this? I guess I can go across here to there, and then down to the waist. Ooh, no, yeah, I can do this. I can do it. Now, this isn't usually, I don't really have a pattern for each one, but I don't think I've done it the particular way before. So now I can go this way. I do it like this. Down there, over to there, down, back up, across at the quote-unquote knee, to there, to there, to there, back down to that side, and then up. Yeah. And that is Belatonis, the maiden. So that gives me 2 of the 3 Astrarians on the Storm Coast. Oh, I know what I can do. Not that I'm trying to pad out the episode. Actually, I'm almost out of time. I'm going to come down here and see if that mage is wandering around yet. I often tend to find him in this particular direction. Yeah, we're just going to go sliding. Sometimes down here, he kind of wanders. There's no one fixed point, but I don't want to go too far down. And he'll have the key, and many times I'll find him fighting the Hessarians, but he'll have the key to that basement, so I can go in and, there's a book that I swear is Anders Manifest from Dragon Age 2, but I have to go back and compare, and I've never really bothered that much. And also, I think one of the potion recipes, perhaps. There's one that's for, like, Greek fire or something. Something similar to Greek fire, anyway. Oh, I think that might be him. Nope, it's a bear. Fortunately, you know how Cassandra feels about bears. She likes to punch him. There we go. Good for it. Once again, I have no guard.
One down.
Yeah. Bear hide is good, crafting a gradient. And I got bear claws as well. Is that the first? That's the first bear I've fought. Oh, well, I haven't gone into that part of the hinterland, so... come on, buddy. I want to rob your house. Well, you know, when I put it that way, it sounds kind of awful. Summerstone. More Summerstone. There's a dwarf tower over there that doesn't connect to anything. It's just there for some flavor. Well, this guy's supposed to appear once you try the door to his basement. So, he should be showing up, but I just don't know. More Summerstone. I think there's something inside that little overhang, too. Maybe. Something to read. From the Canticle of Transfigurations. Many are those who wander in sin, despairing that they are lost forever. But the one who repents, who has faith, unshaken by the darkness of the world, and boasts not, nor gloats over the misfortunes of the weak, but takes delight in the Maker's law and creations, she shall know the peace of the Maker's benediction. That is one small thing, seemingly small thing, that just I feel so deeply grateful for, is that in all of the language of the various texts of that you get from the chant, all of the references are to a she. You know, in the Bible it's always he, who, whatever. I can't think of any examples. I'm not exactly well versed, but because Andraste was the one who inspired or founded the chant, all of the references are to her, and that's why all the priests are female, all of the major clerics are female, all of the important people in the church, here we go, here's this guy, are female. You have only lesser people like, by the way, I'm not fighting my guy, that's the Hessarians helping me. Jeez. So, like, you'll talk to Dorian later on, and he'll talk about the Divine and Tevinter being male, and they make him male specifically because they're rebelling against the Chantry. They consider the South to be barbarians, all this stuff, which is an interesting perspective. But yeah, the Chantry, I don't know that we could necessarily consider it advanced per se. Oh, damn it. I don't want to get hurt again. Don't hurt me. Where is he? Why can't I... Fucking God. Just trying to pommel strike you. There we go. I also don't want my Hessarians to get hurt. Where'd he go? Did he die? Did we kill it? It's over. Okay. So, yeah, it's just kind of random thoughts that I'm having right now, but I'm not saying that I, you know, appreciate the chantry at all. You guys all right? Okay, good. I'm not a religious person. And so I kind of look at this with an outsider's perspective. I think a lot of the world building around the chantry is interesting, and I really like that aspect of it, that it is largely female. But I don't think they've necessarily made it less aggressive as I think it would be if it was truly a female-run an organization. The thing that really cracks me up, though, is like Roderick was talking about how, you know, the people, the chantry would just wait, just, you know, chill out, and the chantry will solve everything. If you're not guilty, they'll find you. I'm like, that's bullshit. It's going to take them 6 months to A, even find a candidate for the divine, B, do anything else. Okay, so the notes found in Mage's Hut, an excerpt from a manifesto on mage rights, and that's why I think that's it. That's why I think this is Anders' thing, but yeah. So there's a little carved out basement down here, and a lot of bodies. It's, yeah, my offense tonic recipe. That is so disturbing.
This place is unpleasant.
Yeah, you said that before, buddy. Okay, but I'm going to loot this and then go back to our main camp because I want to still do that peninsula and get that rift and stuff. So we're not going to go to the world map. We're just going to go here. And then that'll be it for the episode. I've actually already run over. I don't think there's any that I need to cut down on this one. Last episode, there's going to be a lot that I have to cut down, so editing is going to be fun. But for now, I'm going to say...
This might interest you, sir.
Not right now.
I don't have time.
Yes, sir.
I don't have time for you and your requisitions. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you guys next time. Thanks.